everyone, it's your girl Nisi here with Wild Pear Tarot. Thanks so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a tarot and oracle reader, also a light worker and alchemist. I mainly do celebrity readings, but I also do readings for the collective. I'm getting ready to start some more pick-a-pile readings, so be on the lookout for that. All right, so let's get into it. I'm doing a reading on Chris Breezy. Spirit told me to do a reading on him. We'll see why. I've already done my meditation and my prayer, so we're gonna see what comes through. I know Chris Brown, he hasn't been in the news much, I would say, for this past year. He's just been putting out music. I think he had an album with Young Thug. He just had, I think he had a baby boy last year, late last year around this time. So he's, continuing his journey as a father, still creating music, still writing, still doing his artistry. I believe he has his own clothing company called Black Pyramid. He is still doing videography. I think he shoots and edits videos. He's still a street artist where he does a lot of like graffiti and stuff like that. So he seems to be doing pretty well. Spirit wanted me to do a reading on him to, I guess, kind of see what's going on with his energy, what's going on in his life. So yeah, guys, let's get started. So the decks that I'm using, gotta use my OG deck, the Waite Tarot deck. The Waite Tarot deck, that's what I'm using. And then also I'm using an oracle deck. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So these are the only two decks that I'm using. Spirit didn't want me to use a lot of decks on this, so we're gonna I'm gonna do some shuffling and see, kind of what's going on with his energy. We'll go over a couple of things, where he's at mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what's going on with his music career, what's going on with his art, his artistry, his fatherhood, and then also his romantic life. So first, let's shuffle. Uh-oh, I don't want my feather. So interestingly, before I get into like the reading, I'm gonna have to put this here. So Spirit, usually if there's any kind of specific crystals that Spirit wants me to use during this reading, I always ask, Spirit is in order for, the energy, more energy to kind of pick up on the particular celebrity or person that I'm reading on. And Spirit said the rose quartz. So this was also the same crystal that I used for Rihanna, interestingly. And I don't think it bears any kind of association in terms of that. I mean, this is what Spirit told me to take. Spirit did say, I could use another crystal that Spirit was saying that Chris Brown may need to tap into is the lapis lazuli crystal. Really beautiful crystal here. So this energy, the energy I'm getting, we're going to see what's going on here. Spirit wants me to actually focus on his love life first before we get into anything else. Yeah, we're going to start out with his love life and see what's going on. So Spirit, what's going on in Chris Brown's love life? Is there any relationships that he's in currently? Any insight into his romantic relationships? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. keep seeing an image of someone running, and running away in fear. We're gonna see what comes through here. We're gonna see what comes through. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I'm actually getting a lot of like scattered energy, and we're gonna see what's going on here. Okay, it's interesting how Spirit wants me to turn these cards over. Usually I go from left to right. But Spirit wants me to do bottom and then top. His love life is still a bit of a struggle, guys. His love life is still, Spirit's saying it's a bit in the gutter. He struggles a lot with trying to overcome, you know, some of his attachments, his codependencies, his insecurities. It's so prevalent. It's something that he is yet to fully heal from. And the Devil card coming out is, you know, kind of signifies that that energy is very much present. Now, Spirit had, let's go over the cards. So, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and, as I mentioned before, the Devil card. Now, this energy, while the Devil energy is prominent, it's actually not the center of this spread. It's like he's trying to move away from that energy, but it's very consuming. Unfortunately, this is a very consuming energy that he's held onto. It's like it's very much in Spirit's telling me it's like it's an old belief system that he continues to recycle. It's a recycling of old stories, of things that he, you know, has continued to buy into as him being like the bad guy, and he fills that role. And Spirit's saying he fills that role perfectly because he's afraid. He is definitely afraid of opening his heart up fully again in the ways that he did when he was way more innocent, or when he had more of an innocent love. And I think that's also tied to when he was with Rihanna, when he was with Rihanna, when he was with her, and then things kind of shifted, things kind of turned sour. And he just has not, it's just something that he has yet to, man, this Three of Swords coming out here, he wants to heal this. He really, really does. I'm getting, like, the energy I'm getting is like, ooh, he beats himself up a lot, actually, y'all. Things that we don't really see in the public eye, because again, it's the persona of Chris Brown. It's the persona of him and the relationships he's had. It's like he is, there's a longing, and it's more of like, Spirit's saying it's like a sexual longing, actually. But he's not feeding, this is interesting. Spirit's saying it's like he's not feeding a spirit of joy. He's not feeding a spirit of healing. And because of that, like, he's just continuously taking losses in his romantic life, in his personal life. It's interesting how Spirit is having me kind of set this up. It's like, this is a triangle here, and then this is what is surrounding this triangle. So it's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Three of Swords and the Devil card, you know, kind of surrounding that and surrounding this energy. And it's because he's just not putting forth the effort. He's just really not. He wants it, but he's not he's not taking any actions. And it's because he's very much wrapped up in this type of devil energy, this type of, you know, he pretends to be unattached. He pretends to be devoid of feeling. He pretends that, again, he wants to fulfill this type of persona. And it's not who he really is, or it's not what he wanted to be. It's not what he wanted to be, but it's almost like, you know, I've seen a lot of interviews of him over the years, and he's always been like, you know, people paint me out to be the bad guy, and so yeah, I'll be that for them. And it's interesting because it's like, well, you don't have to, you know, it's like you don't have to be that way. You know, the media, now this is not to negate the choices that he has made, because he's made some very sour, some very negative choices, and because of that karmic debt has come through. But he doesn't have to be this persona. He doesn't have to wear the mask. And once he starts to realize that, I think things are going to start to shift in a better, positive way for him. But this is showing me that nothing is growing in his romantic life. Nothing is really actually fully, like there's no, you know, Six of Wands, this is blocked, right? When it's in reverse, it's usually some kind of blockage, or it's not happening at all. There's stunted growth here. There's stunted growth. Ace of Pentacles, you know, nothing in the material there's nothing forming in the material, especially with, you know, when you see both the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles coming together, to me, it's like he's not planting any seeds. He's not planting any seeds of love, of giving, of reciprocity. He's not planting seeds in his romantic life. He's squandering them. He's squandering them. And because of that, there's no victory here. There's no sense of fulfillment here. There's no fulfillment in his romantic partnerships, his romantic relationships. And again, this Three of Swords in reverse coming out is like, this may also signal that there's still like a third party situation going on, that there's still three people, including him. He's kind of, I guess, at the center here, and there's like two women, you know, that he's involved with or connected to, and so that could also signal that. And it's like, that's just kind of tied to, you know, things that happened in the past between, I think it was like Rihanna and Karrueche, Tran at the time, and that type of triangle. So it's like, it still seems like there may even be a triangle still present in his love life that is just, I mean, he can't seem to make decisions, right? He can't seem to make decisions. He can't seem to properly assess and put forth the effort needed to create something that's going to actually grow in his favor, and also, you know, build something of value with someone. He's struggling with creation in the romantic sense, like a partnership, someone, you know, he really pours into and they pour back into him. He has trouble creating that type of environment, that type of like a loving, you know, because when you see Seven of Pentacles, right, this is someone who's like waiting for a return on all the seeds and stuff that they planted. And they're just kind of like, well, damn, when is this going to show up? But in reverse, all the pentacles have fallen away, which means the seeds have washed away. there's nothing that's going to come of it. There's nothing of value that's going to come of it, especially with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You know, the pentacle is falling out of the hand, not being held, it's falling out of the hand. And so Spirit's saying he is getting ready to come to a crossroads, though. He's already... I'm drinking some water here. He's already kind of stepped into manhood, of course. I think he's in his 30s. But he still has not gone over his codependency issues, his issues with like lust, and Spirit keeps saying something about sexual longing. Like there's something that it's like, I think he's actually way more emotional than people perceive him to be. This sexual longing that he has is more so tied to, he wants some kind of emotional connection. He wants an emotional connection, not just a sexual one. But he struggles with kind of getting over that energy. And I think it's just kind of, it's old cycles and old belief systems that continue to play out. And it's like karmic cycles that continue to play out in his life that he is yet to fully, like he hasn't learned the lesson yet. And so it's like it's still continuing to show up in his life in a myriad of ways, and he hasn't dealt with it. He hasn't processed it. He hasn't, he just hasn't healed, and he hasn't addressed it. So it's something that he really needs to do. Let's look into his relationship with Rihanna. I know that there was actually, so I was scrolling on IG the other day. I think this might have been a week ago. And someone had posted a Facebook post from a music artist named Joyner Lucas, and he had done his post had written a whole bunch of thank yous to like other artists in the industry, and he was thanking Chris Brown and Rihanna and Diddy and like a couple of people in the industry, I guess, who have helped him. And someone had made a comment about like Chris Brown and Rihanna or something like that, and he had said Chris and Rihanna are closer than you think, or much closer than you think. And I thought that was interesting. And I believe from the Rihanna reading, he's always going to have love for her. That's just, it's just not going to go away. They're always going to have love for each other. They went through a really, really, really excruciating time, for the pain he caused, the pain they caused each other. But also they had an amazing love story, y'all. They had an amazing love story as kids. They were kids. They were 17, 18 years old, y'all. Like, they were young and in love. It was that, it might have been more. It was definitely more than a puppy love. That was a soulmate level type of energy. And both of them weren't fully mature or, emotionally in a space to grow it at the time. And they ended up reconnecting. So let's see kind of, I think over the years, I think they've kind of gotten away from each other and come back. But let's see what's going on between their energy and their connection. Spirit, what's going on currently between Rihanna and Chris Brown, romantically or in a friendship sense? Spirit, can you provide insight into what's going on with Rihanna and Chris Brown, either romantically or in the friendship sense? Thank you, Spirit. Why am I thinking of that? Songs always come to me, guys. When I'm doing readings on people, sometimes songs will show up. And I'm thinking of that song by Rihanna, the You the One. You the one that I think of always. My love is your love is mine. Baby, I love you, I need you here. Time. Yeah, that song. Baby, we meant to be, you got me. Yeah. I'm thinking of that song by Rihanna. And people were always questioning whether or not the songs that were happening, I'm shuffling a lot. Thank you, Spirit. People were always wondering kind of what was going on as far as their music, which is quite interesting. And they, you know, they've collaborated with each other over the years. Like, it's just, they seem to have always had, you know, a very strong connection with each other. So let's see what's going on in terms of the energy, the current energy. Oof, y'all. Case closed, guys. Case closed. They still have that very, like, fighting energy sometimes. This energy to me signals some kind of finality, but then also someone still trying to come back. Yeah, the story or the energy I'm picking up from this, so we got the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands. All right, so Spirit's telling me what's happened, the current energy, right? So this is what's happening right now, and it may shift and it may change, but the energy right now is that they had some kind of tussle. They had some kind of, and not physical, guys, not physical. They had some kind of disagreement, some kind of argument here, and it ended with, you know, someone being really hurt by it, and almost, Spirit keeps telling me a finality, you know, someone being, immeasurably hurt, and then someone trying to come back in to kind of save grace and save face, and they're coming back in sloppily. It had to, Spirit's telling me about specific thing that it's like, the image I got was someone telling a story of a time when they were drunk. It was like, oh, one drunk night we were like doing this and da da da, and then things just kind of blew up, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. And I feel like that's Chris trying to like recall that recent situation. This happened in the past month and a half. This happened in the past month and a half. I think they're both in LA right now. Like, he's in LA, she's in LA right now, I believe. And this energy here is showing me like some kind of finality. You see the Ten of Swords here. This is a kind of death, right? This is some form of death, but it can be in the mental space because of the swords. It could be in the emotional sense, like an ending. This could be the ending of something, a closed door. Now this isn't, you know, the Death card did not come out, so I always see the Death card as not necessarily that, but it's like, this is like somebody ending things. This signals an end, and Spirit keeps saying finality. You know, because you see the swords. You see the swords in all across the body, the physical body. And these swords, it's like, if you see like kind of the arc of the storyline here, with these Five of Swords, these type of fight, whatever disagreement, whatever type of energy that led to them, it was a very ego-based argument. It was very ego-based disagreement, very much like, I'm better than you, I'm doing better than you, I'm living better than you, I have, you know, I have this, I have that. Almost like a tete-a-tete, like type of comparison type of thing. And someone from that word exchange or energy exchange, it brought some immeasurable pain. So much so that's like finality, like you in the coffin. It's really that type of energy. And then someone trying to come back, though. It's like someone trying to come back to try to save the situation, but it's like there's no way of salvaging it. There's no way of salvaging it now. Someone trying to come back to salvage, and they're doing it in a sloppy way and in a clumsy way, and it's just it holds no weight. It holds no weight. Spirit, is there an opportunity for them to reconcile? Thank you, Spirit. They have these type of energies often, and I think that's why they can't be together. It's like, man, when they are, Spirit saying high highs and low lows, when they disagree, it's heavy because it's so much history. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so much history. It's like, I don't know why I'm thinking of this. It's just so much history between them. So like they know things about each other that other people don't know, you know. And so when they get into it, these disagreements, man, it's like all out war sometimes. And I'm not picking up in any physical, you know, thing because of you know, again, that issue that they had in the past with domestic violence. This is not showing any of that, but it is showing that the energy that they have, it can be very brutal. Spirit, what is there an opportunity for them to reconcile? Can they come back from this, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, Spirit's telling me 2 cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It's upright, so that could signal something. Yeah. It is, I mean, you know, as the world turns, right? Like Wheel of Fortune, you know, stick around, stay tuned. Spirit saying, like, stick around, stay tuned. We'll be right back with these messages. Like, it's like the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's really, I mean, like it's in their favor. It's in their favor to kind of return to this type of not this type of energy, but return to some semblance of peace. They're just having to learn. They're having to learn more about friendship. This is an interesting thing. I'm not picking up that this is any kind of like romantic squabble. This is more on a friendship level. I'm not picking up a romantic energy here. I'm picking up this is more on a friendship level, and because they've known each other for so long, that they know how to push each other's buttons. And sometimes one person they will go. They will like they will go. And yeah, this energy is like, man, I'm done. I'm out. This is painful. This is painful. And so much so that like I'm dying, or death, some kind of death involving, and then someone trying to come back to salvage something. It is looking like there's a possibility of it moving back into a more peaceful situation. But Page of Wands in reverse is signaling here, it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be a quick spark again. It's not going to be this quick like engagement again. It's going to take some time. Whatever happened in the past month and a half was not positive. Wasn't good. All right. Let's get into, all right, Spirit. Let's get into how do they feel about each other? How does Chris Brown and Rihanna feel towards each other? Thank you, Spirit. How do they feel? What are their feelings towards each other? People want to know. Well, everybody ought to know. Well, everybody ought to know what friendship is. What friendship is. If y'all know that song, y'all, that's Sweet Honey in the Rock. Man. So what's going on with Rihanna and Chris Brown in terms of their feelings towards each other? Spirit's having me shuffle a lot. I'm just like, what's going on, Spirit? But I think it's just to kind of clear the energy, you know. Shuffling your tarot cards, guys. And this is just a tip for anyone else that does tarot, anyone else that does oracle cards, or use these type of cards or tools. It helps to clear the energy. It helps to clear the energy. It's also fun. It's also just kind of fun to do. So, all right. So it's time to shuffle one more time. All right. Spirit, how does Chris Brown feel about Rihanna? How does Rihanna feel about Chris Brown? Oh, Spirit's saying 2 cards for her. All right. All right. Oof. Okay, Chris Brown is feeling like 10 of Wands. See? Oh, damn. What did I say, y'all? Oh, man, these cards don't play. These cards do not play around. Rihanna, 5 of Swords. This shit came out again. And the World card. Endings. This is finality. Endings, guys. They can have a very love-hate relationship. I mean, that's just what it is. This is, and again, this energy that I'm getting is more so on a friendship level. They can be they're very close. They are, and that's why they have such strong feelings here. These are very strong energies, right? When you get the 10 of Wands, this is someone who's like struggling to get to the end. Just this, it's a struggle. They're carrying a lot of emotional burdens. In this sense, you know, this is the Wands energy here. This is someone who's carrying a lot of energy, carrying the psychic burden, the emotional burden, the spiritual burden. I think sometimes he's resentful. He's resentful towards her at times, because of what she got out of the situation that occurred between them over the years. I think he has love for her. That's just, they have love for each other. That's never, again, Spirit saying that's never going to change, right? Like the love that, and the friendship and the feelings that they have to each other, that's never going to go away, because that's one of his, and they're soulmates. So that energy is always there, but like, he feels like he's always carrying a lot of shit. And for her, she's like, man, well, you keep putting it in my face. You keep resenting me for it. And I don't know what else to do. It's that type of energy. It's like, you keep resenting me for what happened in the past. And that kind of, it goes back to that devil energy in his romantic relationships. Like he has to heal that shit. And then the World card is what she feels. She's like, this is that 10 of Swords that came out, right? And then the World card coming out. This signals some kind of end, you know. This signals some kind of like either ending or but the energy in these cards is showing me this isn't ending, y'all. This circle is complete. You know, just like that Wheel of Fortune, it could come back around. But I don't know, y'all. This is showing me that how she feels is like, I'm out. I'm done. So that's the energy, guys. Let's get into, I know people want to know like the situation between Karrueche and Chris Brown, but she's moved on. So is he. I'm just going to do, Spirit's allowing me to do 2 cards on that, and then we're going to move forward with, you know, the situation with I think his current love, or his baby mama, I don't know her name, but the woman that he just had a son with. We're gonna look into that, but first let's get into Karrueche and see what's going on. She's moved on, so I don't really want to go too much into that. And the reason why I went to Rihanna more so is because she's single, and because of that energy that came up, signaling that they're still connected, and they still are, but it seems like in the past month and a half, some kind of disagreement or issue happened, and that's what happened. Spirit, what's going on between Karrueche and Chris Brown? What's up with them and their connection? Are they? Well, I believe she has a restraining order against him. So we'll see what the cards say. We'll see what the cards say. Spirit doesn't want me to spend too much time on this. Yeah. Let's wait a while before. Janet Jackson coming up. These songs be coming up and I'm just like, what's going on here? Spirit, what's going on between Karrueche and Chris Brown? Thank you. Spirit's telling me 2 cards here. Thank you, Spirit, so much. Thank you in the name of Jesus. Yep. 9 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse. There's no there's no emotion here anymore between them. 9 of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's no emotion here, guys. All the cups are gone, or they're flipped over. There's no second chances. There's no, I think this, I don't see, yes, there's no death card or anything that came out in this reading, but I feel the energy I'm getting from this is like, just a missed opportunity, just the opportunity is gone. The energy between them is gone. There is no connection there's no connection here anymore between them. It's done. There's no emotion here for them, for each other. It's a missed opportunity. The opportunity has passed. It's gone. She's moved on. For her, and maybe I might do a reading on just her. I'll consider it. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is telling me, being unsuccessful and a missed opportunity. So that energy is very blah. It's a very blah energy, guys. It's just like, meh, there's no feelings there anymore. It's done. There's no feelings. All right, let's get into, I think I had to write down like the names of the people that he's connected to romantically, because I'm like, what is going on? So Ammika Harris is the girl that, or the woman that he just had a son with. I think they're together. I'm not sure. Spirit, can you reveal what's going on between Chris Brown and Ammika? What's going on between Chris Brown and Ammika? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, hey. Okay, deck. I'm just like, damn. What's going on between Ammika and Chris Brown romantically? That's the mother of his son. He just had a baby boy about a year ago. So what's going on there? Let's wait before. I don't know. I keep hearing that song over and over again. Okay. Spirit's telling me to pull another card. All right. So Spirit's going to show me kind of what's going on. I'm going to do it this way. So this is how he feels. This is how she feels. Damn. And this is the... All right. They were meant to cross paths. Spirit is saying they were meant to cross paths. Damn. Four of Swords to me is telling me that, like, he's not acting on his... He doesn't... He's resting right now, right? This is the Four of Wands. Is like, this is a... The energy here is one of rest, the one of stasis, the one, this is the energy of, I'm not going to move, I'm just going to wait and see what happens, or I'm just going to take a step back and just kind of enjoy what's happening right now. What I'm getting from this, though, energetically, is that he's not doing anything, which means I don't think he is with her. He's not with her, or if he is, it's like he's not claiming her. He's not really claiming her is the energy. It's like he's there, but he's not. This is some interesting energy, y'all. He's there, but it's not anything of like, you know, he's there because he's a father, and he has to take care of his child. I don't see anything here as him like making any kind of movement in terms of a love. And again, going back to the beginning of the reading, you know, that energy is like, he is still very much caught up in like shit. Like he's caught up in you know, this Devil card coming out here, but it's in reverse. This is showing, let's get into her first. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Man, I think she has some regrets about, she regrets having a child, like, damn. Spirits tell me, she has regrets about sleeping with him. I'm gonna put it out there, y'all. She has regrets. She regrets sleeping with him. She regrets doing it. She thought initially, you know, he likes, you know, women like me, and so, you know, maybe I can get in his good graces, and like this energy is like, maybe I can get in his good graces and see what's going on, and like, you know, just have fun and stuff. But girl, I mean, yes, she's set for life, but like, she's upset about the baggage. She's upset about all the baggage that carries now. Like the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse to me is energy where it's like she doesn't have belief in that things are gonna go well between them, and they didn't. Like she didn't have any belief in like him. Damn. I don't know why Spirit's telling me this, but like Spirit's telling me like she didn't have much belief in him. She just saw him as somebody that she could just, you know, have fun with. She wasn't expecting to be a mom. She really wasn't. And I think there's some regrets there. She's happy that she has a child. Like she's happy to be a mom, but I think, you know, if you look, I looked at her, I was like, let me look at her Instagram and stuff. I tried to make sure to look at, you know, the energy and try to pick up some of the energy. She's very disappointed. Like, it's that type of energy, that type of frustration. She's frustrated. She's energetically like, man, this is some bullshit type of thing. Like, this isn't going anywhere. I don't, like, very negative type of energy. She doesn't have a lot of belief in him. I'm just going to put it out there. And that's probably why he's like, I'm not doing much with this situation. I'm just not going to do much. And again, this also ties into she doesn't have belief in the situation. The Star card in reverse. You know, usually if it's upright, this signals, you know, stars aligning. Things are happening for there to be sparks and cosmic, you know, energies kind of coming together to form this like great and magnificent type of energy and love. And it's in reverse. So this is telling me this is blocked and there's a lack of hope and belief in it. And that's coming through on her side, and that's why it came out underneath her card. This Wheel of Fortune here. She doesn't believe in him. She doesn't believe in him being a lover to her, you know, or the right lover for her. She doesn't believe in it. I think by him, and this is interesting how the Devil card came out in reverse here, by him not doing anything, by him not, him recognizing, I might not be ready to hold this woman down in the way that she needs. The fact that he's aware of that, there's a self-awareness there that should be respected, because it's helping him. It's helping him to kind of see some of the errors of his ways with this Devil in reverse. This is someone loosing the chains. This is someone deciding, okay, I'm not going to be bound by, you know, my atrocities. I'm not going to be bound by my attachments, my addictions, my issues. I'm just going to, you know, instead of him, like, he struggles with that. But right now, the energy in regards to her is, I'm not going to try to fuck this up. I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to stop and just kind of do my part and where I need to be. But in terms of the love department, I'm not trying to go past that. So that's the energy I'm picking up from this. This is what's coming forth. We'll see what happens between them, but I don't know. I don't see them kind of staying together. We'll see though. I can Spirit's tell me not to draw a card on it. So, all right. Okay. So how about this, guys? We're going to stop at fatherhood. This is going to be our part 1. We're going to cover one more thing, and then we'll come back and talk more about his other stuff. But Spirit, let's get into fatherhood. How is he doing as a father? How is fatherhood treating him? How is he handling 2 children now? You know, having to, what does fatherhood mean to him? Like, how is he doing in terms of being a father to royalty? And I think the baby's name is Aiko. Lord help me. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's his right name, but okay. Ooh. Spirit, how is he feeling about fatherhood? He loves being a dad. I swear to God. Spirit's telling me, like, him holding his baby, singing to him, singing to them. I mean, it's really something that he's very, very proud of. To create life is something that he's very, very proud of. I think sometimes he's a little shocked. He's like, wow, I made this person. It's very interesting. Spirit's telling me, okay. Greatest joy. Spirit, thank you. Fatherhood for Chris Brown. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. Fatherhood for Chris Brown. Thank you. These the energy here, y'all. What's the energy? Yeah, he's just kind of... Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune here. This keeps coming up a lot. The Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Cups in reverse. I don't like that the choices that I made led to kids that I initially did not want, but I am thankful. It's like, and I'm speaking through, this is the energy I'm picking up through, this is the messaging that Spirit is sending me in terms of his energy. It's like he's thankful for the opportunity that he is a father. He is thankful for that. But I think sometimes it's like, you know, he's like, I have to take care of my responsibilities. Sometimes he does not want to take care of his responsibilities. Sometimes he just doesn't want to do it, y'all. I mean, and I think that's anyone who's a parent knows. I'm sure anyone who's a parent kind of feels that way sometimes. You know, they're like, oh, this is exhausting. This is exhausting. This is like, why did this? Like sometimes parents are like, oh, Lord. All right, this Eight of Cups in reverse is like, I always see this as my should I stay or should I go card. And I'm like, oh, as a father, you don't want that type of energy. Should I stay or should I go, right? But I think this is probably signaling someone who is not fully stepping into his parenthood. And what I mean by that is like the maturity, the level of maturity that's needed to really to fully, you know, make sure that your child is reared in the way that's needed to make sure that they're a good person, that they have a strong foundation, strong values, you know, positive values, that, you know, it's like that type of thing. I think sometimes he struggles with that. Like laying down a foundation for his kids. He's there. He's present. This Wheel of Fortune is telling me it's like, you know, there's positivity here. But the Wheel of Fortune is also like, there's a much deeper message with this Wheel of Fortune here. It's like he's imparting the knowledge that's needed for his kids to kind of understand who he is and what kind of father that he is. But I think sometimes he's not able to lay down a strong foundation because he doesn't have that level of maturity yet that's needed to fully step into fatherhood. It's lacking, and it's almost like he's afraid. Again, at the beginning of the reading, it was him running away in fear. Someone running away in fear. And it's like there's a lot of fears that he has about love, about parenthood, fatherhood, and we'll get into his music and stuff later. But that's what he struggles with. Some deep-seated fears and insecurities, and he's blocked. He won't let himself move forward. Eight of Cups upright is someone who's like, I did all I could do, you know, I did all I came to do in this part of my life. Now I can move forward and see what else is next for me. It's like he struggles with moving forward. Like he struggles, y'all. It's fear. He struggles with with moving forward, with letting things go, letting these old past karmic cycles, these past things, just letting it go and allowing it to like be like, I did all I could here. And that was that. And to like just give up. Spirit's like, give up the ghost, man. Give up the ghost. And he struggles with that a lot. It's a huge struggle for him. But Spirit's saying this Wheel of Fortune is showing me that he's going through another cycle. It's another cycle that he keeps repeating. And it's like he doesn't want to get out of it. Man, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, that's where he's at when it comes to fatherhood. But all right, y'all, that's part one because we are running long on this reading. So that's part one of my Chris Brown reading. I'll do a part two in a little bit. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel and more videos. Thanks so much. It's your girl Nisi here. I'm gonna catch y'all later. All right. Bye. Check out part 2.